Oh, oh, oh. Hey, wanted to do a track review here of the new Mac Miller single. It's titled Break the Law. Mac Miller, as you may already know, is a Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania rapper. As you may already know, he has a new full-length LP on the way titled Good AM, and the first single to drop from it, 100 Grandkids. I mentioned in a previous Favorite Tracks of the Week segment, it was one of my favorite tracks of the week that it dropped, and I still think it's a fucking fantastic song. Now, this new single over here, Juicy J appearance on it, very short one though he does add quite a bit of character to the track. Just like really heavy, just booming drums on this track, but really psychedelic and ethereal tones and just keys and chords filling up the space between the drums. Sounds really beautiful. And Mac Miller, while I don't think his bars were as thoughtful as they were on 100 Grandkids, there were still some clever lines in here. They were a little crude and you know, like real like, oh, she's sucking my dick, like that kind of shit. But he did come off funny. He did come off entertaining, and I think he came through with more charisma. And the reason these new tracks are just like making me change my mind on Mac Miller is I just don't feel like I'm listening to the same artist anymore. I don't feel like I'm listening to that early, hey everybody, let's have a good time, Donald Trump, like, you know, early MixTape Mac Miller. I don't feel like we're listening to that super sugary, dumbed down, I'm gonna make a pop record, Blue Slide Park Mac Miller. I don't even feel like we're listening to the completely apathetic, chill, I don't care about anything stoner Mac Miller off of his couple more recent projects. This is a new Mac Miller right here. This is an alive, upbeat, focused, and driven Mac Miller that we are hearing on these new tracks. And I'm excited to hear him carry that out for the rest of this record. There might be a few tracks here and there, I'm assuming, that may be like a little more low-key, which again, it's Mac, it's kind of to be expected. But so far, I'm like really impressed with what he's delivering in terms of wordplay, in terms of flow, in terms of the delivery, because he sounds way more impassioned and way more engaging. Like on his last few projects, Watching Movies and Faces and all that stuff, while he didn't sound awful on the beat, there were just so many tracks, and there were so many moments where he was just so monotone. And my mind would just kind of drift toward the instrumental, and if that wasn't interesting enough, then I would just completely tune out the track entirely. But these two tracks so far, instrumental fantastic, Mac sounds great on the song too. So I'm hoping he keeps this up. Really looking forward to what he's going to do on this project. Again, sounds like he's really fucking amped and focused and writing some good shit on this record. So yeah, again, with this tune, I think the hook is killer. I think Mac brings a lot of wordplay. I think his delivery is energetic and engaging. I don't think he's still going to be for everybody. His content isn't going to be for everyone. Somebody's going to want something that, you know, not everybody's going to relate to Mac Miller, number one. And number two, some people are going to want something that's a little bit more, I don't know, conscious, or maybe, you know, kind of dumbed down to like that Chief Keef or Fetty Wap level. You know, Mac is kind of in a weird, not a weird, but a good middle ground between all those places. But even though he, I think, finds a good balance between making something that you can kind of munch on, but also simultaneously, you know, laugh at or just have an instant impact with, even though he is doing a good job of finding that balance, it's still not going to appeal to everybody. But it's at least appealing to me, which makes me happy. And hopefully that makes you happy. I don't know. Which is why, let me know in the comments if you're digging on this track. Cool? Cool. Alright, again, Good AM coming out soon, and looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. I'm glad that Mac is stepping in and just kind of making hip-hop a little bit more eventful in the tail end of the summer months here. So, yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. Break the law forever.